It is done.
Why are you pulling my leg, Dr. Fleming? You asked me to believe...
I'm telling you a fact.
That she can communicate with a computer like that?
That's what you designed it for, isn't it?
But it cannot be so simple. How can electromagnetic waves be picked up and interpreted directly inside the head?
Because she's made that way.
I still do not...
Believe?
Understand.
Look, we can create a capacity in her which we don't possess ourselves.
I'm sorry, but that does not explain...
Look, we have eyes and ears and noses because they're the best means of collecting information in our sort of world. But they're not the only means. There are other senses we haven't developed, we haven't even inherited, because we haven't got the means of using them. But she has, and it has. And that's what they're doing now.
To give and take information?
Yes.
And how will she use it?
Heaven knows, Abuzeki. Heaven only knows.
How do you want me to use it?
Hello? I want to talk to you.
Not now.
Why not now?
I have a visitor.
Oh,
His Excellency the President
of Intel.
of Azaram.
What is this, a state visit?
A routine courtesy. Your Excellency? Professor Dorner, Your Excellency.
How do you do?
How do you do, Professor? Very interesting. How is your work going, Professor?
Slowly.
We have had soil experts here before.
So I believe.
They say Azaram would be quite fertile if irrigated.
That's easy to say.
You have something better for us?
What I'm trying to evolve, Your Excellency, is a protective membrane.
To protect?
The ground. If it could be semi-permeable, so that it would let out oxygen and nitrogen molecules, but not let water evaporate, then we could keep the ground moist and still allow it to breathe.
You would need a great amount.
Well, yes. But if we could find some simple, basic prescription, then we could spray the ground and bring whole tracts of land under cultivation.
You could do that for us?
Given the formula and the ingredients?
It would be simple. But there is another thing.
Which is?
If I could have a little more freedom.
What sort of freedom?
To communicate with other people.
Why?
Well, if we could consult...
You may consult through us.
But that is not freedom.
You can give Professor Donnet these facilities?
Of course, Your Excellency.
Thank you, Your Excellency. If you would like to see...
The President has no time.
No, I must get on. But this is interesting, most informative. I'm very much concerned with all these things. You will keep me in touch?
Naturellement, Your Excellency.
But come and see me. Come and see me, Professor. I'm very interested in all these things.
You will use the computer for this?
Yes.
Do not occupy it too much. We have other things for it to do.
What things?
Things we need. Abuzeki knows. He will tell the girl.
I'm inclined to believe you now, Dr. Fleming.
What's that?
Some of Professor Dorney's calculations, I think.
Oh, looks like it.
You gave the girl the requirements to feed into the computer in her own way?
Yeah.
And that is the result. It is quite extraordinary.
What's that?
I'm afraid I'm not allowed to tell you.
Oh, look, what am I supposed to be?
I'm sorry, Dr. Fleming. I have my orders.
Been doing your duty?
I've taken the old fool around the establishment. That should keep him quiet.
You didn't show him the computer.
No.
Good.
What I need is a drink.
You know where it is. Who is this girl they have?
I don't know. I think there's something special about her, but they won't say.
Abuzaki?
He does not know exactly. Kaufman thinks she was connected with the other computer and with his distraction. And Fleming is trying to shield her.
And you better find out from Fleming.
How?
I'm sure you know how.
I don't think I fancy Dr. Fleming.
Still, you can try. Meanwhile, you'd better get Abuzaki to watch her.
And Dr. Fleming?
He's the only one who knows enough about the computer to maintain it.
Yes,
He's the one to whom the girl always refers.
I imagine so.
Then he must stay. But he must be watched, too.
Why?
You can use Kaufman.
Why?
It might be important.
What is all this?
Troops I can rely on. A battalion of infantry here in Beleb in the city. A squadron of armored cars. Some units motorized along the frontiers. The main army barracks at Quatara and units of the Air Force.
To do what?
To protect me, us. I said the computer was important.
But